and welcome to Gamecom of the Lego The Lord of the Rings Part 2. And we have with us...
Camilla?
Now, Douglas isn't here, but all the rest of us are here, so we swapped Douglas for Cammy.
Yep, just call me Cammy.
Yeah, so this particular level, Cammy and I played. So this was a two-player level. Well, in fact, all the levels are two-player. You can play multiplayer the whole game up to two players. But this particular level, we did record as two-player.
I just love the cutscenes, how they're so comical compared to the actual movie.
I love that. What was that? Starfish? Oh, fish.
Why?
Yeah, fish.
This is those fossilized fish from before.
10,000.
It is an army bred for
Don't you like Legolas's cheekbones? I must say, Lego does a fantastic idea of you can still recognize characters even though their faces even though there's limited detail.
It's so simple, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's actually really, really good that Lego's able to do
I think
that.
it's mostly the facial hair that gives it away. Okay, just in case you
Well,
guys
it's
don't
actually
know,
raining outside.
it's raining outside and it's raining in the game, so I guess that works out quite well.
Yeah.
And the lightning you hear may be from outside.
Yeah, you don't know if the lightning is here or the lightning's from the game. But anyways,
Well, the weather's suitable.
the weather's suitable.
Those are some epic mohawks.
They do look like mohawks, don't they?
They like
Totally
mohawks as well as...
When I grow up, I want a mohawk like that.
Coming from a 20-something-year-old.
I don't know what
I totally have time to grow up.
hairstyles? With the extra hair in the back?
Oh, a mullet.
Mohawk mullet.
A mullet,
Mullet
yes.
hawk.
Mullet hawk.
A 1980s
That
mullet.
just sounds like a bird with a mullet on it. The
Now-
rare mullet hawk only found in Rhodoport.
Now, we did not have the fastest PC run in this game, so... And I'm actually quite impressed at how optimized this game is.
Yeah, because there's actually quite a lot of detail.
There's just so many
And there's
characters.
too many coins to collect. I love it.
There's so many characters and
You
so
can
many
hit
things on the
everything.
screen. So now I really like
Okay.
the intelligent, the split screen.
mode, yes.
Yeah.
Dynamic split-
It gets a
split
bit confusing sometimes, but you get used to it. Okay, and by the way, I'm playing as Legolas. He's my all-time favorite Lord of the Rings character.
screen. Is it because he has no leather?
You guys are
Lego
supposed
has
to.
what?
Legolas.
Oh, Lego.
You guys are supposed to
Legolas.
reinforce the walls, not break them down.
Reinforce, break down, who can tell the difference?
How do you
Yeah.
have? How do
Evidently
you?
not all the
How
mohawks.
do you have one heart left and there's no orcs nearby?
Oh yeah, I kept on dying. I just.
She did a hectic battle with the thin air.
Yeah.
The thin air won most of the time.
I remember when
This is from
Daniel,
previous-
you and I, we played the demo of this game, and it happened to be this exact mission right here.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And we got so hopelessly confused because the thing is that I thought this was a bad intro to the game in the demo because you learn all of the basic mechanics at the beginning of the Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
So that's
true.
why we were so hopelessly confused. Like we did not have those early levels to teach us the mechanics.
I did find this
But they
this
do-
particular spot was a bit tricky. Remember, we were figuring out, okay, what do we do now?
Yeah,
Do you remember?
yeah.
So
I
this
remember.
was a
But
bit
at least
tricky.
they do still prompt you.
That was
certain
totally a
things.
Spyro headbutt.
Yeah.
Spyro. Yes, Spyro does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Spyro
Spyro
headbutt.
headbutt.
Headbutt? Does he
No,
head
no,
with
he
his
jumps
butt?
up,
Does he
does a
head with his butt or does he butt with his head?
No, he jumps up, does a flip,
Yes,
and then pops his head
with
into
his
the
head.
ground.
Is Mothcog here?
Gothmog, you mean?
Gothmog?
Mothcog. No,
It
no,
sounds like he
Goth-
has mud goggles.
Gothmog is sitting, being spawned in a pit somewhere in the middle
But
of
is it
Mordor.
still?
Yes.
So,
Oh, I don't know.
you call it cancer?
Tears coming out. Oh man, these names. I like throughout all of part one. I had to ask you guys. Oh, what's his name again? Who's that guy again? Because there's so many characters in this franchise. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the name of the king of Rohan.
Theoden.
Theoden. Okay, there we go.
Only a true
What's wrong
fan.
with normal names like James? Nobody's gonna forget James.
That's probably why everyone remembers a lot of the characters from other like medieval.
What? Because you have
type-
to do gymnastics to say their names.
Well, so like
Tongue
yeah.
gymnastics.
Tongue gymnastics.
Tongue-nastics.
Yeah. Or like tongue yoga.
Wow, imagine tongue yoga.
I don't think it would be incredibly useful.
Downward-facing tongue pose.
the, the downward facing slump.
Oh, there has been some.
Okay.
There has been some awful products out there that promote exercising of the face and like ugh, no thanks.
Should totally do
Yeah, how
like
do you
50 cheek crunches.
Well,
Do it now,
how
Daniel.
do you think Legolas got those cheekbones?
What, doing cheek crunches?
Exactly.
What was your thing that you said about the Hobbit, about baby face in the Hobbit movies?
Oh yeah, what are you, Legolas's baby face?
Yeah, like people are like, the actor has gained a bit of weight, and your theory was that no, he's younger, so he has a bit of a baby face.
Exactly.
Kind of like Rocky. Like I don't know if you guys seen Rocky, but if you take a look at Sylvester Stallone in the first Rocky, he has sort of like a plump face in the first
Yes,
Rocky
it's
movie.
his baby fat.
Whereas in Rocky 3, his face is like really slender, and you know.
Very
But with
pronounced.
Rocky, he's got an excuse. All those training montages.
Yeah.
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 It's like equivalent to like 3 years of bodybuilding.
Okay, so
You
Back
try
to
to
the
get
rings.
you
Yes, but-
destroy the ladders and all of
But
that
back
stuff.
to the all the characters. There's a whole screen of all the characters you can unlock, and they're all legit characters from Lord of the Rings. So
yeah,
there's
there's
a
even
lot.
there's
Like
pretty much characters that you maybe have a glance of in the movie.
You can unlock them in the
So-
Lego
so
movie.
like-
This is probably one of my favorite mechanics of the game.
what the? Is that you chucking a dude?
Yes, you just throw Gimli at the.
Yeah, and
Flaming arrow, dwarf.
It's like
It's like reload.
It's like
pull
they-
out a dwarf.
it's like they're throwing everything at us: arrows, bullets, bombs, even the kitchen sink. And there's a kitchen sink. Wow, but there's like a lot of characters on the screen.
Is this it? Is this all you can conjure, Saruman?
Oh,
It's funny how he says Saruman.
Saruman.
Yeah.
I love how I love his
Funny.
dorky run.
Shoot him! This really doesn't help.
It's amazing.
I thought it was gonna land on his head.
Lego bricks everywhere! You know what this reminds me of? When I was young, my brother Ruben and I, we used to do Lego wars. So what we do is we'd build up a base,
Yeah.
and with walls and put Lego in, and then we'd like, once we were ready, we'd say, okay, go. And we'd throw Lego blocks at each other as if we'd like shooting across to each other.
Oh,
And the
awesome.
first person to like knock off all the Lego men was like the winner.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that just reminded me of that.
Did you knock
Destroying
over
them.
walls and stuff every once in a while?
Yeah, like you'd like try and build bombs, and then you throw, and we throw them across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needless to say, it didn't always end in the most pleasant way.
Yeah. Well, that's just the nature of being competitive with your siblings. You know. I can see what you mean by the split screen can be a bit confusing at times because
Yeah.
like the split screen will split right where your character is standing.
That was quite funny.
That was a lot of aim needed to aim right next to you.
Hey!
Guys, I think I'm gonna
It's
miss.
tricky.
Takes out a telescope.
Does Legolas have little swords or something?
Oh, he does. I love it.
Oh yeah, his knives.
Oh, it's my favorite. Yes, he's too
Then why didn't you use it there when the thing was right next to you?
Yeah,
Well,
Legolas's
they
knives
can-
are actually really, really awesome.
Yeah.
It's probably because
He doesn't use them much. You don't see them too much in the movie
Yeah. you
because
don't.
he's just so much more awesome with the bow.
But was it this particular scene in the actual movie? It was one of my most favorite moves he did, where he shoots, a couple arrows very quickly, and then he shot one into an orc's head. He takes that one out and he
Oh, that's
shoots
in
it again.
that's in Amon Hen.
Is that okay? Well, it's
Yeah.
a war scene as well.
Well, I must tell you something. A video that I saw. I'm probably gonna have to put it in the description below. But there's this video that tells us that the way that Hollywood has been presenting archers was actually quite incorrect.
Really?
Apparently, archers were extremely flexible. Like they could shoot multiple arrows like within like 10 seconds while they were on a horse or running and stuff like that. You don't have to stand still, take an arrow out your back and then pull and let go and then take another arrow out your back. They usually carry multiple arrows in their
fingers.
yeah.
Did you get what earlier on what he threw? It looks like an Oscar.
Take this trophy and be gone with you.
Oh, shame.
Long way.
Yeah. Well, Brave is like that.
What?
Brave?
Brave?
You?
Don't tell me else.
Not a word.
I love it in the movie. He's all like, toss me. What? I cannot make the jump, so just toss me.
Yeah, I remember this particular scene.
It's
I think we got
actually quite
confused
sad.
who was who.
Guys, I'm stuck. Guys, stuck.
Yeah, this.
Was that me?
Yeah,
I think
no,
that was me.
no, that was
Were
me.
you-
I
were you
remember.
Gimli?
Yeah, it was me.
Who was Gimli?
We got confused who was Gimli and Aragorn. So if you notice, Aragorn there was like busy fighting because he thought it was.
Yeah. So who was Gimli?
I think
can't remember.
no, Camilla was Gimli,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
and then I was Aragorn, but I thought I was
He
Gimli.
Because watching Lego's
I like
just
to
now.
I like to rewind and see that again.
Okay, now am I Legolas? I'm usually always Legolas.
Yeah, I think you might be
How do I say Legolas?
Legolas.
Legolas.
I remember you guys recording this.
Well, if King Theoden, it would be Legolas, because he's like Saruman. Just Legolas.
Saruman.
Saruman.
Scenic.
Scenic.
But yeah, I remember you guys had to record this for the second time because the first time we recorded it did not record the audio.
Yeah. Well, it was still fun. I love this game. Lego movies. I mean, video games are just so. I mean, they're very easy because they appeal to all levels of.
That
But
is
they're
true.
fun. They're
That-
fun.
They are so fun.
That is true. Like you can have a fun game that isn't.
I'm not paying attention.
You can have a fun game that's actually not extremely. You can have a fun game that's extremely easy but still fun. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be all complicated.
So this is entertaining for you, Desmond.
Do you know what? It's reminding me of one of the older Lord of the Rings games.
Yeah.
It started out right in the scene and it played almost the same way.
Are you talking about the two? Not the Two Towers, Return of the King? Because
No,
Return of the
wasn't
King
it wasn't
for
the actual
PS2.
game. It was one of the PC ones. I think it was like. I know there were the few RTSs, and then there were a few live action ones. I can't
Okay.
remember what it was called.
So basically, yeah, I think.
It
There
was
were
like
some-
Battle for Middle Earth or something.
There
I think
were
that's the
some.
RTS.
Oh, Battle for Middle Earth. Yeah, it could be that.
There's one where you actually get to do swordplay, and the first scene is here on the wall, and you're busy trying to throw the ladders off and all of that, and it plays almost exactly the same.
This is actually quite a hard level here. This part here with
Yeah.
Legolas, because you actually have to juggle a couple of things. Because you can see Gimli and Aragorn are doing like nothing really. They're just like being like, "Hey Aragorn, how many orcs have you killed?"
The orcs
He's
are
like-
just standing there staring at them.
They just let's all attack them one at a time.
But that's what I do appreciate in this Lego game. You know, the enemies, they just wait their turn for you to kill them. You know, so it's not like you're feeling like you're going to be killed by all angles.
But the thing that I find to be hilarious is it not only in video games but also in movies, especially kung fu movies. What's this movie called Fearless? I think Cammy also saw it with Jet Li. And he's surrounded by like 10 people,
And they all attack
and
him
like
one by
one guy
one.
attacks him, and all the other oaks are sort of swinging their arms around, trying to look like that they're doing something.
And look, a pig too. A pig and a piano.
Oh wow, okay.
It's so funny because Theoden's talking about such a deep thing. He's like, what can you do against reckless hate? And there's a pig in the background getting thrown in a piano. It's like you can't take it too seriously.
When we draw swords together.
I like this theme.
Yeah, it's nice that they keep all the original music as well.
Fell deeds awake.
Yeah. If you make in a game like a Lord of the Rings game or a Star Wars game or something like that, I think it's always a good idea to use the soundtracks because, especially Star Wars, you have
this is fun.
so much music
Yeah,
to use.
these rides are
It's fun
really,
'cause
really
the
fun.
horses just ride and then you just swing your sword
You
around.
just mash in the buttons. You're
if
supposed
you
to jump.
Yeah, if you jump there, you get that chest.
Why is there a chest there?
Ah, it's a magic chest.
Yeah.
What's his name? The king had a hole in his pocket. There's no explanation for the coins being everywhere. Some important character that's not
Oh,
you
you just got
had
knocked
a
off
hole
your
in his
horse and me.
pocket.
How do you avoid something like
I think
that?
you gotta jump.
By
You gotta
running
jump,
very quickly
yes.
in the other direction.
Yeah, you have to jump right there where the hammers are.
Okay, now speaking about the horses, and I don't know if you know, but I'm horse crazy, and you can even see the Let's Ride game that I commentated as well.
Yes.
Okay, oh, this is my favorite, with the king of the horses,
Shadowfax.
Yes.
Shadowfax.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, with these Lord of the Rings horses, I have such a fun time doing a 360 jump. They actually do that.
Oh, you
we
do
should-
360
You
jump?
can jump
Yes.
with the horses in this game, and you turn and they do 360 degrees.
But can you drift your horse?
Drift.
There's this old like Tamil movie where the guy drifts a horse. It's brilliant. He like drifts it under a truck, so it's not even like only horses.
Run away, run away.
They don't even put up a fight, they just run. They're just like, oh, there's so many people, let's go.
Is that what he uses his staff for?
Oh yeah, that's so
That was totally a, hey guys, I'm contributing.
Yeah.
Gandalf, throughout the movies, he always just uses his staff to hit people rather
But I
than
like-
use magic.
But I like that actually. It's nice because it adds a bit more of like a, I don't know, overusing magic sometimes spoils things.
I suppose they don't
Yes.
want magic to solve all of their problems. Or
Yeah, but
something
maybe
like
he
that.
can't. It's
Yeah, perhaps.
Well, he's also just using his common sense. I mean, he has a staff, so why
Yeah.
don't
He
you
has
just
a
hit
giant stick.
some- Yes.
You should hit people with your giant stick.
Yeah, well-
They will get giant boo-boos.
well. Thanks for watching part 2 of the Lego Lord of the Rings, and be sure to check out part 3.